Dear students, in this video on properties of bulk matters, we will study viscosity, Stokes' law, terminal velocity with some numerical examples. So let us begin with viscosity. For a fluid in flow, the frictional forces acting between layers of liquid are called viscous forces or viscous drag, and this property is called viscosity of the liquid. So that is viscosity. So viscosity is basically frictional forces between different layers of liquid. So supposing ये लिक्विड है, लिक्विड फ्लो में है और इस लिक्विड की अलग अलग लेयर्स है, नीचे वाली लेयर, एक और लेयर, एक और लेयर, ठीक है. सो ये लिक्विड है और लिक्विड की अलग अलग जो लेयर्स हैं ये फ्लो में है. नाउ आगे वाली लेयर जो है, ये जब ये लेयर आगे जा रही है तो ये नीचे वाली लेयर को अपने साथ खींचेगी. नीचे वाली लेयर जो स्लोअर स्पीड में है वो इसको वापस अपनी तरफ खींचेगी. सो देयर विल बी फ्रिक्शन बिटवीन दीज टू लेयर्स एंड सिमिलरली देयर विल बी फ्रिक्शन बिटवीन दीज टू लेयर्स. एंड जो सबसे नीचे वाली लेयर होगी दैट विल बी प्रैक्टिकली एट रेस्ट. द लेयर विच इज़ इन कॉन्टैक्ट विद दिस बॉटम विल बी एट रेस्ट. सो सक्सेसिव लेयर्स के बीच में फ्रिक्शनल फोर्सेस काम करते हैं. दीज फ्रिक्शनल फोर्सेस आर कॉल्ड viscous forces or viscous drag. So let us take another picture of the same thing. Here we are showing only the velocities. So this is bottom and as you move up velocity will go on increasing. यहाँ पर नीचे जो है velocity practically ज़ीरो है और जैसे जैसे ऊपर जाएंगे velocity increase होती चली जाएगी. See, जो सबसे ऊपर जो लेयर है उसकी velocity सबसे ज़्यादा. एंड लेट अस चूज़ एनी टू लेयर्स. कोई भी दो लेयर्स हमने चूज़ कर ली है और इनके बीच का हम डिफरेंस ऑफ वेलोसिटी चेक करेंगे एंड द डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दीज टू लेयर्स इज डेल्टा एक्स, राइट. सो वेलोसिटी ऑफ दिस लोअर लेयर इज v एंड हायर लेवल इज v प्लस डेल्टा v. सो इसका वेलोसिटी इतना है, ऊपर गए डेल्टा एक्स डिस्टेंस ऊपर चले गए तो अब इसकी वेलोसिटी हो गई v प्लस डेल्टा v. वेलोसिटी इंक्रीज हो गई. नाउ दिस चेंज इन वेलोसिटी अपॉन दिस डिस्टेंस इज कॉल्ड वेलोसिटी ग्रेडियंट. द रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ वेलोसिटी विद रेस्पेक्ट टू डिस्टेंस इज कॉल्ड वेलोसिटी ग्रेडियंट. ग्रेडियंट मीन्स स्लोप. आपको पता है कि ग्रेडियंट का मतलब स्लोप होता है, तो एक वेलोसिटी का स्लोप बन रहा है जो धीरे धीरे वेलोसिटी इंक्रीज हो रही है. So let us see how we define it. Velocity gradient, it is also called strain rate. Now it is the rate of change of velocity with distance between the layers of liquid. And why do we call it strain rate? वो आपको यहाँ समझ में आएगा strain rate क्यों कह रहे हैं. अब देखो अपर लेयर जो है इस तरीके से नीचे वाली लेयर के ऊपर टेंजेंशियल फोर्स लगा रही है आगे की तरफ. इसकी वजह से जो नीचे वाली लेयर जो इसकी नॉर्मल शेप है उससे ये थोड़ा सा डिफॉर्म हो रही है. यू कैन एज्यूम इट दैट वे. सो वी कैन कॉल इट स्ट्रेन रेट, shear strain, shearing strain. And here the velocity gradient is change in velocity upon distance, delta v upon delta x. SI unit will be per second. So you see velocity is meter per second and delta x is meter. So meter and meter cancelled, you will get only per second or second raised to the power minus 1. And let's see. Now the viscous drag is directly proportional to the area of contact between layers and velocity gradient. सो आप देखो कि ये जो लेयर्स हैं इनका एरिया ऑफ कांटेक्ट जितना ज़्यादा होगा उनके बीच में फ्रिक्शन उतना ज़्यादा होगा. सो डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू एरिया ऑफ कांटेक्ट एंड ऑल्सो टू वेलोसिटी ग्रेडियंट. सो यहाँ से यहाँ तक वेलोसिटी डिफरेंस जितना ज़्यादा होगा विस्कस ड्रैग या फ्रिक्शन भी उतना ही ज़्यादा होगा. सो फ्रॉम हियर इफ़ यू सी Let's take a bigger look. So this viscous drag is proportional to area into velocity gradient, or let us introduce one constant eta and a negative sign. So F is equal to minus eta A delta V upon delta X. Now this symbol is called eta, ETA, eta. It is called coefficient of viscosity. Okay, it is called coefficient of viscosity. It is property of the liquid, and we have this negative sign also. So the significance of this negative sign is that it is a frictional force. It opposes relative motion between the layers of liquid. So that is the significance of negative sign. Okay. So now coefficient of viscosity. Let us define coefficient of viscosity. So here let us look at this relation only. So viscous force F is equal to minus eta A delta V upon delta X. Now when area of contact is 1 square meter and this viscous drag, velocity gradient is 1 per second, then according to this relation, this eta will be equal to F numerically. So coefficient of viscosity will be equal to the viscous drag or viscous force. So how do we define now? So coefficient of viscosity of a liquid is numerically equal to the viscous drag between its layers when the area of contact is 1 square meter and velocity gradient of flow is 1 per second. So that is how we define it, coefficient of viscosity. And let us look at its SI units. So here you see, from that relation, the viscosity becomes F upon A delta V upon delta X. So from here, put all the units. So force Newton, area is square meter, and velocity gradient is per second, and bring them to the numerator, and we get Newton, meter raised to the power minus 2, second as it is, and another form. Now if you look at this one, this Newton per meter square is pressure. Force per unit area is pressure. Look at it, force upon area. And pressure is Pascal. SI unit of pressure is Pascal. So another form of the unit for viscosity is Pascal second. Now we have one more unit that is called Poiseuille, represented by PL, Poiseuille. And there is one more SI unit, it is called decapoise. Now deca means 10 and poise is CGS unit of viscosity. This is centimeter gram second system. So poise is CGS unit of viscosity, so decapoise. So in this way, we can represent SI unit of viscosity in any of these forms, and from this only we get dimension of viscosity as m L minus 1 T minus 1. You can put the all values, put here Newton, ml T minus 2 and simplify it, you will get this. And Stokes law. Let's see what is Stokes law here. Now let us take a liquid of density rho. Now if you drop any body inside the liquid, कोई लिक्विड है, इसमें आप लिक्विड को, इस बॉडी को ड्रॉप करेंगे, तो जैसे जैसे ये नीचे आएगा इसके साथ ये वाली जो लेयर्स है ये मोशन में आ जाएंगी, और जब ये लेयर्स मोशन में आ जाएंगी और इधर वाली लेयर्स तो स्टेशनरी हैं, वो नहीं मोशन में है, तो इन लेयर्स के बीच में फ्रिक्शन पैदा होगा एंड दैट फ्रिक्शन विल बी इन अपोजिट डायरेक्शन. सो दैट विल बी viscous force or viscous drag. Now, Stokes' law gives a relation for that viscous drag or viscous force. So, here, see, this object of density sigma is falling inside it with some velocity, and it will experience a viscous drag in upward direction, right? So, okay. And on the same body, upthrust will also work. Buoyant force, आपको पता है कि buoyant force भी ऊपर ही एक्ट करता है और upthrust ऊपर एक्ट करता है, और this is viscous force and mg is weight of the body. So now let us look at this statement of Stokes' law. So when a small spherical body of radius r falls through a liquid of viscosity eta with velocity v, then the viscous drag on it is given by F is equal to 6 pi eta rv. A very important relation, 6 pi eta rv. So this relation was given by Stokes, called Stokes' law. Okay. So just think, we will define a term called terminal velocity, and before definition, let us look at these things. The forces acting on the body. Now, first force is body per its weight will act vertically downwards, and weight will be mg, right? And this weight will be equal to, if you look at this mass, so mass will be volume into its density. Now, density of this body is sigma. आपको पता है कि density is equal to mass upon volume. So mass is equal to density into volume, right? And upthrust. Now, upthrust according to Archimedes' principle is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced. किसी भी बॉडी को आप फुल्ली या पार्शली किसी लिक्विड में अगर आप सबमर्ज करते हैं तो उसके ऊपर अपथ्रस्ट उतना ही होता है जितना कि वेट ऑफ द लिक्विड जो उसने डिस्प्लेस किया है. और ये वाला जो बॉडी है, वॉल्यूम ऑफ लिक्विड डिस्प्लेस्ड विल बी इक्वल टू इट्स वॉल्यूम. भी कोई भी बॉडी अपने वॉल्यूम के बराबर ही लिक्विड को डिस्प्लेस करेगा. सो हियर दिस अपथ्रस्ट विल बी weight of the liquid, and for that it will be volume of liquid into density of liquid into g. See, this upthrust will be equal to mass of the liquid displaced into g, and this mass will be volume v into density rho of the liquid. Liquid की density हमने rho ली है, and this will also be upwards, right? And the third force is the viscous drag in upward direction, 6 pi eta rv. So we have three forces, mg acting downwards and then F and U acting upwards. So as you move down, जैसे जैसे आप नीचे, जैसे जैसे बॉडी नीचे आएगी, लुक एट इट, जैसे जैसे बॉडी नीचे आएगी ये जो है विस्कस ड्रैग इंक्रीज होता चला जाएगा क्योंकि वेलोसिटी बढ़ती है, राइट? बट अपथ्रस्ट इज कांस्टेंट एंड वेट इज कांस्टेंट. दीज टू फोर्सेस आर कांस्टेंट. जैसे जैसे बॉडी नीचे आएगी ये जो विस्कस ड्रैग है ये इंक्रीज होगा, और एक कंडीशन ऐसी आएगी कि टोटल अपवर्ड फोर्स विल बिकम इक्वल टू द डाउनवर्ड फोर्स. सी, अ सिचुएशन विल कम when the total upward force F plus U will be equal to mg. और in that situation net force on this body will become 0. और जब net force 0 हो जाएगा तो इस body का acceleration 0 हो जाएगा. Its acceleration A will become 0. Acceleration A 0 means its velocity becomes constant. ठीक है? So उस stage के बाद ये जो body है वो liquid में constant velocity से नीचे आती रहेगी. And that constant velocity is called its terminal velocity, right? So that is the idea of terminal velocity, and let's see. Okay, the net upward force is equal to F plus U. When the body is falling, its velocity V and viscous drag F increase till the net force on the body becomes 0. So, the acceleration becomes 0 and the body falls with constant velocity called its terminal velocity. We represent it by Vt. And so, now we'll put these situations here. So, F plus U is equal to mg. Upward force is equal to downward force. F is equal to 6 pi eta r, and now velocity is Vt, terminal velocity, plus V rho g is equal to V sigma g. Now change the sides. So on the left we have 6 pi eta r Vt, and on the right, now see, just look at it. This volume is, this is spherical body, so volume is 4 upon 3 pi r cube. You are familiar with it? So when you take it to the right side, you can take this volume common and g also common, and inside bracket you will get sigma minus rho. And from here, when you simplify, you see, look at this, you can cancel pi's, you can cancel one r also. Just change the sides and you get the terminal velocity as 2 pi r square sigma minus rho g upon 9 eta. This is relation for terminal velocity. And from this relation also, you can find out eta also. Put eta on one side and other things on the right side, and you can find out this eta or coefficient of viscosity. So, few more discussions about it only. So, the relation for terminal velocity is this much, and from it what we see is this terminal velocity is directly proportional to r square. See, एक given body के लिए और liquid के लिए ये सब कुछ constant है. So, terminal velocity is proportional to r square. So, as r increases, Vt also increases. जैसे जैसे body का radius बढ़ता चला जाएगा, इसके terminal velocity increase होगी. So, with increase in radius of body, its terminal velocity increases. For example, larger raindrops fall with greater velocity. This is our daily life experience during rainy season. Another interesting thing, here if you look at it, if sigma is less than rho, that means जो हमारी body है, spherical body है, उसकी density जो है वो बाहर वाले liquid की density से कम है, like a bubble in liquid. So if sigma is less than rho here, the terminal velocity is negative. ठीक है? So if terminal velocity is negative means instead of falling down, the body will rise up. So if you talk about air bubbles, किसी भी liquid में अगर air bubble है तो आपको पता है कि वो air bubble ऊपर जाता है because its terminal velocity is negative. And let us look at the graphical variation of terminal velocity with time. You see, time and velocity. See, so initially, look at it. Initially, the velocity increases rapidly. Velocity बहुत तेजी से increase होगी. Once it reaches its terminal velocity, then velocity becomes constant. So that is graphical variation. So, when a body falls from rest in a viscous liquid, its velocity increases rapidly till it reaches a constant value called its terminal velocity. You can define terminal velocity this way also. So, when we talk about viscous liquids, like we can talk about say glycerine, honey, any thick liquid, thick oils, they all are viscous liquid. Now, effect of temperature. With increase in temperature, viscosity of liquids decrease and viscosity of gases increase. आपको पता है कि अगर आपने हनी को हीट किया तो it gets thinner, and for that matter you can take any thick liquid. If you take, say, sugar syrup, thick sugar syrup, if you take and heat it, it will become thinner. And for the matter, you can talk about glycerine or any other oils. When you heat them, they get thinner. Thinner means they have lesser frictional forces. So with increase in temperature, viscosity of liquids decrease, but viscosity of gases increase. So that is an interesting information. And now let us take some numerical problems. See, a rectangular plate of size 10 centimeter into 5 centimeter. Rectangular plate of size 10 centimeter into 5 centimeter is moving at constant rate of 2 centimeter per second on a 0.5 millimeter thick layer of glycerine on a horizontal table at 20 degree Celsius. If the coefficient of viscosity of glycerine at 20 degrees Celsius is 830 millipoiseuille, find the velocity gradient and force acting on the plate. So you already know all the formulae. First, let us write what we have been given. So now just think that on a table there is a layer of glycerine, and on this layer a plate is lying, right? So इस ग्लिसरीन का जो लेयर टेबल के कांटेक्ट में है उसकी वेलोसिटी 0 है, और दिस प्लेट इज मूविंग विद वेलोसिटी ऑफ 2 सेंटीमीटर पर सेकेंड. So its velocity is 2 centimeter per second, and the velocity gradient will be change in velocity, that is 0 to 2 centimeter per second upon this distance. The distance is thickness of layer, that is 0.5 millimeter. So delta V is 2 centimeter per second and delta X is 0.5 millimeter. So the velocity gradient or strain rate, you should be familiar with all the words. Strain rate is delta V upon delta X, this upon this, you get 40 per second. And now this is given to you. Coefficient of viscosity of glycerin is 830 millipoiseuille. So for milli, we write 10 raised to the power minus 3, and area is 10 centimeter into 5 centimeter, 10 into 5 you can see, and centimeter में है, convert them to meter. So into 10 to the power minus 4 square meter. And now we can use the relation F is equal to minus eta A delta V by delta X. So the value of eta is here, area is this one, and this we have just found out. Simplify, it comes out to be 0.166 Newton. So that is the viscous drag or viscous force. And now one more. A metal ball of radius 1 millimeter of density 8 into 10 raised to the power 3 kilogram per cubic meter falls in a liquid of density 1.5 into 10 raised to the power 3 kilogram per cubic meter till it acquires a final velocity of 10 centimeter per second. Find the viscosity of the liquid. So you have been given the terminal velocity, and see, the radius of the ball is given, metal ball is given 1 millimeter, its density is given this much, density of liquid is also given, and the terminal velocity is given. Acceleration due to gravity 9.8 into 10 to the power meter per second square, or for the sake of simplicity we can take 10 also. If it is not given, for the sake of simplicity let us take it as 10 also. So it is up to you. So here put all the values. The relation is 2r square sigma minus rho g upon 9 eta, and here eta is, just change the side, so 2r square sigma minus g as it is, 9 Vt, and let me put all these values here. So 2r square. Now r is millimeter, just look at it here. R is 1 millimeter, so square of 1 millimeter, 10, this is 10 raised to the power minus 3, square करेंगे 10 raised to the power minus 6, right? Now sigma is 8 here and rho is 1.5, and take 10 raised to the power 3 as common. So sigma I minus rho, and I have taken g as 10 just to make my calculations easy, and upon 9 into velocity is, okay, this is 20, is it? Okay, the velocity is 10 centimeter per second, so take it as 10 only. This is take this also as 10 and this also as 10. Okay, so here 9 into 0.10, and simplify it, you get 144 into 10 raised to the power minus 3 Poiseuille, or 144 milli Poiseuille. So we have reached at 144 milli Poiseuille here. So with this I come to the end of this video. I hope it is useful to all of you. Thank you for watching it.